When night falls, they venture forth from their hiding places. Rats. They populate the earth in their billions. Nothing is safe from them. They get into cellars and warehouses, into factories and businesses, into public restaurants and private households. They scale up pipes and cables. Nothing stops them. They live wherever they find food, practically everywhere. In sewers, on refuse dumps, on industrial sites or in gardens, on riverbanks, in harbours, in houses, and on farms. Rats devour anything they like. And they like almost everything. They cause damage costing hundreds of millions all over the world, year in, year out. Rats live in close proximity to man and domestic animals. Rats are material pests. Razor-sharp teeth in the upper and lower jaw act like powerful chisels. Rats gnaw packing materials, cables and wires. They cause short circuits in power lines. They put computers out of action and interrupt production in industry. Rats are hygiene pests. An example, rat droppings in grain. When the grain is cleaned, the droppings are ground to a fine dust which distributes itself evenly. If rats are not kept in check, then via their feces and urine, germs get into our food. Rats are vectors. Rats and their parasites can transmit rat bite fever, salmonellosis, Weil's disease, typhus, and plague. There are many species of rat. The most destructive are brown rats and house rats. Brown rats live primarily on the ground. Their brownish-grey fur camouflages them well. They can weigh more than a pound. Brown rats dig their burrows underground in open countryside. They prefer to be near water. Being adept swimmers, they use sewers to gain entrance to people's homes, easily and unobserved. House rats are slightly smaller. Their colouring is black to brownish-grey. As former tree inhabitants, they feel at home among the beams and joists of a roof where they build their nests. On being disturbed, a house rat will climb to safety. Rats always live in relatively large colonies, and colonies grow rapidly because rats reproduce prolifically. A mature female produces around 7 young every 2 months, and within another 2 months, this new generation is capable of breeding. As with all animals that live in colonies, rats have a fixed social order. although this doesn't stop them fighting regularly to defend their status and their territory. Outside their hiding places, the rodents have precisely marked runways which they demarcate with their urine. On frequently used runways, there's a complete lack of any vegetation, which makes them easy to identify. When rats find a plentiful source of food, they lay in stocks. If danger threatens, they can simply remain in their burrows without having to venture out for food. A peculiarity of the rat is its mistrust of any change in its habitat. Food is first investigated skeptically. Only after thoroughly sniffing and cautiously sampling it will they eat it. News of anything negative spreads like wildfire among the colony. A problem, for instance, for acute poisons with a rapid action. The colony quickly recognizes the danger and steers clear of this sort of bait. As rats are able to correlate cause and effect, they develop